Alright, so let us look at question number 3. Right. Question 3. So on question 3, right, so we are given the curve, which is 4y equals to 2 ln of x minus x squared. And then they want us to find dy divided by dx. Okay, so should be pretty easy, right? So you derive both sides with respect to x. So in that case, you will have 4 dy divided by dx equals to 2, there's going to be 1 over x minus 2x. This is what you will have then. So for dy divided by dx, because you need that actually. So we're going to have to, here we have 2 divided by x minus 2x. So we need to divide by 4 both sides. So when you divide by 4 both sides, we're going to have to divide by 4 in there, divide by 4 in there. Alright, so dy divided by dx is going to be equals to, that will be 1 over 2x minus x divided by 2. So when we simplify that complex fraction, we're going to add 2 times 2x, then 2 times 1 is going to be 2 minus 2 times that, we're going to have 2x squared, right? I guess it is clear. Alright, so then now dy divided by dx is going to be equals to, you put out the common, which is going to be 2, and then you will have 2 times 2x, you cancel out that, then dy divided by dx is going to be equals to 1 minus x squared divided by 2x. That's the derivative. Okay, so now they want us to find the arc length, right? So find number b. So number b wants us to find the arc length. Alright, so what is the arc length actually? So the arc length is going to be equals to, right, an integral from, what are the bounds? Okay, so they gave us the bounds that from x equals to 1 and x equals to e, right? So in that case, you're going to have from 1 all the way to e, the square root of 1 plus the derivative of what we're given. So that's the derivative that you found. So that's going to be the derivative, which 1 minus squared divided by 2x all squared, and then we have dx, right? So actually to solve that, and then after the definite into the arc length of that. Okay, so in that case, you're going to have to solve that from 1 all the way to e. Okay, so let's solve the inside part first. 1 plus, then the square root of that, well, probably we're going to have to do it right here. Okay, so we will have 1 minus x squared divided by 2x, and then another 1 minus x squared divided by 2x. Okay, so we're going to have something like that. Okay, so now let us try to compute that. Okay, so when you compute that, you're going to have that times that is going to be 4x squared, and then on the top, 1 times 1, you're going to have 1 times that, and then you plus that, because you're going to say 1 times that, and then you come back all the way, so you will have minus 2x squared. Okay, so minus 2x squared. Now come back to this part, this times that, it can be positive x to the power 4, right? So you will have this actually. Alright, so once we have this, we can put it back here and say, oh, we have 1 minus 2x squared plus x to the power 4 divided by 4x. Okay, let's try to solve that to e, square root of, and then this is over 1, so 4x times 1 is going to be 4x, and then we're going to have 4x, right? No, this is 4x squared. Okay, yes, exactly. it is 4x squared. So right over here is going to be 4x squared, right? And then after that, that's times that, so it's going to be 1 minus 2x squared plus x to the power 4. Okay, let's carry on and solve that. 1 to the power e. What am I saying? 1 all the, okay, from 1 to e. Alright, so about this, what should we do right over here, the next thing? Okay, so right, let's try to solve that. Okay, so we have x to the power 4, 4x squared minus 2x squared is going to be 2x squared plus 1 divided by 4x squared. Okay, so basically that from 1 to e, that should be the square root of, on the top, where phonetically you are going to have your 1 plus x squared all squared. Okay, and then if you expand that, you're gonna get that on top, right? And then divided by 4x squared. Now if you take out the square root, you're gonna get the antiderivative from 1 to e, and then if you take out the square roots, you're gonna have left with 1 plus x squared, right? That 2 is gonna cancel out the square root. Then in the denominator, you're gonna have that, so we're gonna have a 2. Square root of 4 is a 2, and then you're gonna have the x, that's 2, so gonna be taken by the square root. Okay, so I just jumped a step right over here where you have to have a square root on top and a square root on the bottom, right? So we will have something like this. Now, and then after that, I guess we'll have to separate the variables. So I don't have enough space right now. Guess I'm gonna compute it right here. Okay, so from 1 all the way to e of 1 over 2x, basically should be 1 over x, and then you're gonna put 1 over 2 outside, but we'll look at that later, right? And then right here we're just gonna have an x, but over 2, right? Because that's gonna be, yes, we're gonna have an x over 2. Now dx, why am I leaving dx right over here? Okay, so let's have 1 over 2 outside, 1 to e. We're going to have 1 over x plus x dx. Alright, and then after that, what is an antiderivative of 1 over x? So we're going to have 1 over 2, and then that should be your ln of x, plus that should be your x squared divided by 2, integrated from 1 all the way to e. Right, and then after that you're going to have to substitute everything, right? Then you get the answer. Cheers.